Hi, I am Janhavi Panwar and welcome back to my channel. Alright, I hope you guys are doing well, or if you guys are new here, then welcome to my channel. Of course, my new viewers, I hope you guys are doing well. Alright everybody, do you want to improve your pronunciation? Do you want to master your pronunciation? So I have a trick for you. Have you ever heard about tongue twisters? I'm pretty sure you have. You know, they get your tongue all wired up, right? But you can improve your pronunciation with tongue twisters. It's very easy. What's gonna happen with tongue twisters? They're gonna help put your tongue, your mouth, and lips in movement. All right? For your pronunciation, your tongue, it needs to loosen up. Your mouth too, as well as your lips. Another thing, tongue twisters, they build more clarity. If I say clarity, so that's not clear, but if I say clarity, so that's clear. So it builds more clarity, and pronunciation is all about clarity. Of course, if it's not a specific accent, which is not really clear. So let's get started. I'm gonna highlight some major sounds, tricky and major sounds. They're gonna help you master the pronunciation. Let me tell you something. Number one, the s and sh sounds. I've seen so many students pronouncing sha as sa and sa as sha, and believe me, it does not sound good. So what's one tongue twister that will help you with this? It is, she sells seashells by the seashore. It's my personal favorite. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells. So sh is sha, sha. And normal sa is just sa, sa. So she sells seashells by the seashore. So she sells seashells by the seashore. Just pronounce after me. All right, try it. She sells seashells by the seashore. If you did it, good job. If you did not, then make sure to practice. However, if you're in the middle, that you did not get it right, then practice. Next, let's focus on R and L sound. For example, the word clarity. Now, usually people say clarity, so that R and L sound, they just get mixed up, right? So I have a tongue twister. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, lorry. Yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry, not like raw lorry. So that just gets ridiculous and a bit funny. So red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Then you can even increase the speed a bit. Red lorry, yellow lorry. There you go. Of course, you guys have to pronounce it after me. Next, let's focus on your ch and k sound. Let me tell you how. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Now, let's slow it down. How much wood a woodchuck, would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A lot of k's and ch's, and of course the wa sound, the w. Now, the w is not va. This is va. This is the v sound. The w is this one, wa. Wa. So how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Next, let's focus on your t and your r sound, right? And also your flap t. Flap t is basically a sound when the letter T is between two vowels, then it's pronounced as a very soft D. So let's focus on t and r sound, all right? So, Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. You want to hear it once more? Now I'm going to pronounce the T as a simple T sound, right? Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. Or in flap T, Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. In simple T, Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. So in whatever t sound you prefer, you can practice. I've just given you both. Now let's focus on the last tongue twister. And in this one, let's focus on your p sound and of course a bit of an r sound too. So, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter or Peter Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A lot of people have this very strong p sound. They usually pronounce like pa pa pa, and that is so irritating and annoying. Don't just make it like pa 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 or pa pa pa. Just keep it a bit soft. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So it's pa pa. A bit of air is gonna pass. So it's pa. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So pronounce all of these tongue twisters like 5 times a day, or one tongue twister for 5 times. And believe me, in 1 month, you're gonna notice, well, let's just give it 21 days, all right? In 21 days, you're gonna see a significant difference. Also, if you wanna improve your accent, your pronunciation more, then you can go check out my book, because there are even more tips for pronunciation, as well as English fluency, in which you get everything, the foundation of fluency, vocabulary, pronunciation, sentence patterns, basically beginner to advanced full fluency, and that too in just 90 days. Yes, it's a whole 90 days spoken English course book. You can go check it out. The link is in the description box down below. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye everyone, stay safe.